Good morning, people. Today is the 26th of the 4th, 2023. Um, this is the second part of my Shafston Great House series. And before we start, we did want to show on a little bit the view. So we're in a lovely Jamaica out here and enjoying our life as much as possible in all these hard times. So I need to recap and go back to the first stay in Jamaica because one may forget one very important little incident which would change my life forever. One day, me on a minibus to Sub, and next to me is one little old white lady, and she started chat with me and asked me where me there from, and me say from Germany, and she said, "Oh, well then we can chat German," um, and we start talking German. And she asked me what may I do here, and so I'm telling her I'm on vacation, and I say but I love the place, and I'm thinking of buying one local property so we can um, stay over winter here. And she said, "Oh, why don't you buy my farm?" And I said, "So which part is your farm?" And she said, "It's in Bluefields." And I say, "So how much you want for your farm?" And she says $1 million, and I just had to laugh and say, "Well, that's not in my league at all." So after that, we kind of forget the incident, and um, we go on with our life here, and the days pass, and I leave, like I said in the last video. So 7 months later, we come back now to Jamaica, and I meet my wife, and we live together, and we bought two little Vespas, and we were traveling all around Jamaica. I was looking for properties. We couldn't find nothing. It was very difficult at the time. No properties on the market in Bluefields here. Very few. And well, we had all our little adventures, and we drove. In the end, I decided, boy, I have to go look if Mister can't find the property somewhere else. So me look all around. We drive with our scooters right around the island. We go to Portland, which I love, beautiful parish, but it rains a little bit too much. So I'm glad seminar go over there. And right close to the end of my stay, I find a property and I say, "Wow, this could be it was in Belmont. It was on one hill. It has a nice little view, and it was a quarter acre." So I say, "All right, I'm gonna get that." And we talked to the lady, and she said, "Yeah, no problem. 20 grand you want for it, US." And um, we tell her next year may I'll come and buy the property. So that said, um, me and my wife, or my future wife, fly over to Germany. So we're in Germany now, and time had passed, and 3 months over, and her stay is over. So we say what we're gonna do now, because she did want to stay, and me did want to stay too. So we decided say we're gonna get married, and we had a nice little party, 3 days party, wedding party, enough people there, all my friends there. It was in the summer in August, and weather was fine. Everything was lovely. People enjoy themselves. And then we go on our honeymoon. We went to Czechoslovakia, and we buy one whole, and things cheap over there. So we buy one whole big box of school things for the picnic in Jamaica, and pack up the box and send it off. And when we reach back in Jamaica later, in December. I pack it not reach yet. So me say, oh boy, that get lost and so on. It never get lost. 3 months later, it come. In March, it reached there. That's Jamaica Post Office for you. So anyway, so me come back and me go to the lady and say, "Me ready for your property now?" And she say, "Man, I'm so sorry to tell you, I just 2 weeks ago me sell the property, so that was off." So the whole thing start over again. We start search everywhere, and I couldn't find nothing. And so in that time, me get to know my neighbor and good friend Willie Fielding, and we go over there in the evenings enough times, and we have a rum together. And so one day he say, "Why you not go up and have a look at the great house up on the hill?" And me say, I mean, I want to do that because if me like it, me can't buy it anyway because the lady want $1 million for it, and me not have that money. And so, but in the end, like curiosity take over, and we decide, say, me have to go at least take a look. So the road, there was no road at that time. The road had been washed off in the June flood in the 70s. So no road, just one little track. I wasn't even sure exactly where the house was. So we walk up here, and in the end, we find it. Walk into the yard, and one big cotton tree was there, and then the house was in on the horizon. And me say, boy, this is just what we're looking for. This is so nice. Adapt me I want, and it's gonna be this or nothing in Jamaica. Me just make up my mind, and although me know that me can't find the money to do that, but me just determined me want this place and me want fix it up. So me come in here, me look on it. Uh, the roof gone completely. The water goes straight through the roof. The place was in ruins, but me see it not that bad that it can't fix back. But we didn't know that if that place left for another 2 years or so, it would have it would have gone because the rain went straight through the roof. And so so me go back down the hill, and me decide, say, may I go to the old lady and talk to her. So one day me go over there and we talk to her, and she tell me all about the history of Shafston and how this go and how that go and so on and so on. And me say, so what about you selling me just the house and some land around it, because it was on a big piece of an old property, a big property, 1,000 acre. I mean, never want all that land. So she say, she's not gonna do that because she would just want to sell everything one time, and so she's not gonna do that. So we keep on talking, and I say, "Hey, why you not give me a long-term lease on the place, and then maybe later we can find the money and buy it, or find a loan or something and buy it." And she said, "Yeah, we could do that, because if the place stay up like that and she can't sell it in the next 2 years, she's not gonna have nothing to sell because the house can be mashed up completely." So then we started negotiating. We went to one lawyer and set up a contract. But the rest of it is gonna be in the next video.